Oh yeah, it came. I don't know what it is. From time to time we get companies that email us, you know, hey, if we send you some product, you know, would you review it? Would you do a candid review, you know, online on my YouTube channel? So, yeah, I will. Okay, and this is Top Quest Incorporated. Okay, from their shipping department. All right. So anyway, it's a little bit heavy. I think I don't even know what it is. I think it has to do with knives. Well, hi, Cabo. Huh? You want me to work that guy over, that little owl? Okay. So let's look and see what it is. We're going to unbox it right now, and then who knows? Maybe we take it somewhere and work with it, on it, or whatever. Okay. We got a box inside a box, inside a box, inside a box, I think. All right, it's just like Christmas, man. Yeah. How would you look at this? We got a box, inside a box, inside. You know what? That looks pretty nice. That's not cheap. I don't know what it is, but Proelia? Or no, Proelia? I don't know. Fight for what's yours. I'm just going to let you look at it. All right, and a box inside a box. Hopefully it's not a box inside a box inside a box. Okay.
Magnet, maybe it's magnet, flip it up.
Oop, yeah. It doesn't slide out, it comes apart. It does have magnets on it. And we got screws. Okay. And so those must be extra screws. We got the side like pocket clips for it. Okay, that's cool. We have an Allen wrench with a little star wrench on it. It's not an Allen wrench, it's a wrench. All right, and then we have, well, that's pretty cool. We got a little weight to it. We got a belt clip on there. It goes this way. Squeeze those, open it up. Oh, Velcro, holy cow, they don't want it to come apart, do they, Cabo? So we got a knife, holy cow. That's nice. Jiminy Christmas, okay. And it's Proelia, like elite, almost like. And it's got a place on here, so it's an ambidextrous. You can take the clip off, or you can put both clips on there, one on each side. It's got some really good weight on it. I call it the center frame lock right there. It make a good fist packer, you know, just in case some big mean balloon got in your face and you need to work that balloon over, you know. So, oh, that's nice. I like the way it opens. You open it up, well, you know, you can really actually just flip that with your finger. That works nice. Got a good solid lock. Seems to be good and solid. There, it's got a thick blade. It's hollow ground down. I like this knife. So anyway, that's pretty cool. It's got a bloodlet, I believe is what they call that. So if you happen to stab a watermelon, the juice will run out. And it's the Tonto style, so if the watermelon is resistant, you have a better chance of being able to puncture the watermelon. And so, you know, it's got some weight to it. It's kind of like a bushcraft knife in the sense that it's kind of big, it's kind of heavy, it's got a good solid lock, it's thick enough. It's fairly sharp. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to just hold still here right out in the sun so you can take a good look at it. It's got a thick handle. The scales are, I don't know what you'd call it. A loss for words right now. Anyway, it has the lines, the grooves, and everything in it so that you can hang on to it better. It's got finger, like your thumb up here. It's got a good finger guard, you know, pretty good like that for slipping off or not slipping off. It is full tang, the metal, so that you could kind of use it as a pummel just in case you really needed that garlic smashed. You know, you could chop it up and everything. Well, this is Brad. This is pretty cool, and we're going to, you know what, let's go down to the creek and we'll do some of this. Holy cow, that thing really actually cuts. Now, I chop a little bit different than some people. I let the knife fly through the air, and I hang on to the back of it like this, and then you give it a flick at the end, and so it really hits with some speed and some authority. So, just like that. Over here. I know, where's my safety glasses? And my ear protection. Holy cow. And we're going to have our lovely assistant when she gets home to clean up the mess, but I'm not going to stop right now. And Cabo says, "My, if you're playing with a stick like that, you really ought to be playing with me." That's pretty cool. It's about 1 3/4 in diameter, and you know, of course, it didn't hurt the knife because that's a kind of a green tree it blew over not long ago. Okay, Cabo, bye, buddy. So, this is Brad, sharpensbest.com. We've got some papers here. Man, I wish they'd have spelt it different or something. P-R-O-E-L-I-A, Proelia. Okay, blade material is D2, so that's a tool steel. That's hard. People ask me, can I sharpen D2 tool steel? So we're going to go down, chop more on this, try to dull it a little bit, and then I'll sharpen it with my pocket sharpener that I've used over and over and over and over and over. And if you want to look it up, it's the Proelia-TX010. So look it up and see what you come up with. This is Brad, sharpensbest.com, on a beautiful Denver day. Let's go play in the woods. Would you look at that? There's Chance, my camera guy. What are you doing out here? We got a box that we showed on another video that we got from Top Quest. All right, every now and then we get things from companies, and they'll say, "Hey, would you do a, an ad-lib review of our product?" I did open it once already, so I am a little familiar with how to get it out of the box. Now it is a box within a box within a box. How funny. And it does have a magnetic closing system right there, so that's kind of cool. Then we turn it right side up. Oops, you don't bend it very far backwards, it'll break that right off. Then we do have some extra clips and that I showed you a while ago on another video. Then we have some extra screws and fasteners. Okay, so let's put that in the box, put that in the box, and let's see. One of my favorite places to film down here one of these days in the near future is going to have mosquitoes again. I don't like mosquitoes. Okay, so it comes in a really nice pouch. It's got a nice belt loop on the back. It's got the little squeeze release plastic, deal fastener like that. Then it's also got Velcro, and that's a good solid Velcro. It's a heavy knife. It's a good knife. I like to have this knife. Maybe I can talk somebody into it. Anyway, it's like that, and it's Proelia, P-R-O-E-L-I-A. It's a heavy knife. It's kind of a wide knife. It's got the flick open like that right there, and it's kind of a thick blade. It's a wide blade. It's over 1/8 of an inch thick. It is hollow ground from about 1/2 inch down, and then the secondary bevel. So it actually, I think that'll chop nicely. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to thin out the brush a little bit on top. Actually, I think I'll just break it off. Okay, something like that. Break that one off of there. What I'm going to do is take this old cottonwood little tree here that's dead and chop it in two. So let's just kind of see. Right now, I actually want to kind of abuse the blade and see if it'll hold an edge. It is D2, which is tool steel, and so now we got a good clear area. We'll go up here first and then maybe back down here a little bit. I don't hold it like this and whack at it. That won't get you anywhere very fast. I kind of hold on to it towards the back here so that I can actually sort of throw the knife at what I'm chopping, what I'm cutting. and I can probably triple or quadruple my speed of delivery, which increases the impact, which makes it cut deeper, cut faster, and you end up with better results, I believe. Anyway, I prove it in the things that I do with knives like this. Okay, so let's kind of get to work here and start clearing a groove down in there. And boy, that old cottonwood, dry, dead limb or little tree is tough. So we have to make sure that our striking is effective and not just whacking into one place too much. And we kind of, boy, that stuff is hard. The one that I cut on another video is green, sort of green. This one is not. And that's okay, because what I want to do is hammer on the cutting edge a little bit and see if it'll hold an edge. D2 ought to. Okay. I did not slice the paper, I'm sorry. I forgot. I would rather have gloves on. This is a little bit hard on the hand. And we'll just work on it like that. And we're getting deeper and deeper. Yeah, it's getting a little bit awkward. I'm resisting just breaking it off as I would normally if I was out in the woods. Boy, I'll tell you, it's going to hang on right to the bitter end. Now, I was going to chop it in two a second time with that knife, but I'm not real sure I'm interested without gloves on in doing that again. But I am going to just kind of pound on it on the cutting edge and just see what it will do to the cutting edge. Now, I did not slice the paper before, but if it'll still slice paper now without me tuning it up, you know, then it must have been pretty sharp to start with. And it also must be pretty hard to take the abuse and still be sharp. I know, never cut towards yourself. I can honestly say I don't believe I have ever cut me with my knife unless I was actually using it in a way that I was pretty sure I might nick one of my fingers, but had to kind of get it done. All right, let's see. Reader's Digest is really equivalent to Denver Magazine. Same consistency on the paper, and I have actually worn a blister on my finger, and I can, these trees have these little spines sticking out underneath the bark, and if you actually kind of hit one of those, it's kind of smart. All right, let's see. Wow.
Wow. You destroyed that knife.
Yeah, worked at destroying it. you know what? As I suspicion from D2 tool steel, it's still pretty sharp. Okay, it's not as sharp as I would like to see it. So let's dig in the old fateful pocket here. And I do have to be careful with what I have in my pockets, because in about an hour I've got to head for the airport and take a trip for this weekend. So, oh, that's not my old orange one. It's an old red one. But I normally keep my old orange one with me because I just keep using it and using it and using it and using it, you know, about 8 years now. So anyway, this one is one of my demos from the gun shows. So let's go ahead and do I'm going to support the little tree back here and then turn it over like this. So what I'm doing, I've said this a million times, there's a square corner on there, there's a square corner on there. That square corner and this square corner would be just like that square corner and this square corner, except these are a tiny bit rounded. Those are absolutely ground perfectly 90 degrees, so that means they're kind of sharp. Okay, so about a 10-degree bevel on the knife, something like this right here. All right, that matches pretty close to the bevel that's on the blade. So you do about a 10-degree bevel on that side, and you do about a 10-degree bevel on that side. So inclusive, 10 and 10 would be 20-degree angle that would be on that blade. So let's go ahead and work on it. I'm not going to press very hard. I'm probably only using about a ½ an ounce of pressure. Go right on out. This is it's a Tonto type grind blade. So I just work on, I'll just call it the Tonto end of it. So come back here, light, go right on out, flip it over, go right on out. I just had a couple of people ask me to sharpen a little more exotic steel, a little bit harder steel than your typical Walmart knives and you know, Ace Hardware and your big box stores knives. All right, so now we just take it like this, touch it really light. Now I'm just polishing the blade, polishing that little tiny wire edge off of the blade that develops while you're sharpening, and just a little more. And you touch it lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Okay, and this is flimsy paper. So why, oh geez. Let it catch. Okay, that's a lot sharper than it was. Okay, that's probably more like it was when it was brand new, before I hacked and whacked on that little tree. So that's pretty darn good. All right, well, this is Brad, sharpensbest.com. So you know what? I give this a good thumbs up. I give it a good solid thumbs up. And Top Quest, it's a good knife. I'd like to see more of them, maybe a bigger knife, something like that. I think it's a good knife, and I give it a, you know, I give it about a 4 out of 5. It is easy to hang on to a little bit because it's so rough, but on the other hand, because it's so rough, when you really have to chop on something with it like that, which you'd probably have something else if you're really going to chop on it, but you know, if you're lost, stranded, stuck out somewhere and you got to use what you got with you, you know, if you fall down a big bank and you're packed with all your other stuff in it, happens to go in the river and you don't, or vice versa, and you're stuck with what you have with you, which could be this because it's actually belt looped right to you and velcroed shut. You know, you just might be forced to do whatever you have to do for the next 3 or 4 days or a week with your pocket knife. And so anyways, it's a good deal, and I approve it completely. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. You take care and stay sharp out there.